Well, hello, and welcome to Thingamajigs, and not another exciting history of another exciting thing. Not a mundane thing. I know what the show is called. Don't look at me like that. This will not be a normal episode of Thingamajigs, as we are currently in the process of moving, and we won't have much time over the next few weeks. We're gonna try to maybe put out some shorter episodes to hold you over until we pick back up. As for this episode, I thought it might be fun to go back and reminisce over some of the good times we've had. So, without further ado, the Thingamajigs Cutting Room Floor episode.
This is all terrible. Let's start it over again. I wish we had a name for this podcast. It would be so much easier to just say...
Do you want to just call a name right now? Thingamajigs? Doohickeys? So that there was episode 0 of Thingamajigs before we actually decided on a name for it. And we just kind of started recording stuff and editing it. And we figured we'd just figure it out later.
Aren't you glad we didn't go with doohickeys?
Yeah, it's not a great one.
Everybody likes to do hickeys.
Next up is a fun clip of us trying to record an episode, and something was wrong with the microphone feed, and things were not going so well. However, we actually had no idea this was happening while we were recording it, and weirdly, it sounds like we did. So that was a strange coincidence. The sound is going to be kind of annoying, so if you are wearing headphones and your volume is up right now and you don't want to be traumatized, if you skip ahead exactly 30 seconds, which you should probably have a little button for on your phone, it will skip all of the annoying noises and get into the latter half of the clip, where I'm trying to decide on how to introduce ourselves. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to Thingamajigs, the exciting history of mundane things. I am Ben.
And I'm Danielle. You sound really excited to be here.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's the exciting history. I'm thrilled.
You don't sound very thrilled.
What do we have in store today? I'm shaking just thinking about it.
You know what's not shaking? Your voice. With excitement.
Do I need to sound
You sound
more
really
excited?
sad. I don't know, you sound so... You're not speaking normally.
Am I not? This is what I sound like all the time.
Try again.
Hello and welcome to Thingamajigs! Is that better?
No, that was terrible. Try again.
Hello everyone!
Okay, no, now we're gonna get sued.
This is the exciting history of mundane things, Thingamajigs. I am your host. This is cosmetology.
Just say, hello everyone. Or you don't even have to say everyone.
That sounded really bored.
Yeah, it did.
Ooh. I'm a fun guy. I don't sound bored at all. I'm having fun. Hear all the changes in my tone? That's because I'm having so much fun. That was me trying to get my energy levels up to record an episode, and it did not work. Now here's Danielle struggling to say a bunch of things in a row.
Many religious groups were breaking away from the Catholic Church, and thus Protestantism. Oh my gosh. I knew this word was going to get me. Protestantism.
Leaving all these in.
When I wrote this in my notes, I was like, man, this is going to be really hard to get out. Protestantism. Many religious groups were breaking away from the Catholic Church, and thus Protestantism. Oh my god. Protestantism. Is that good?
I'll figure it out.
Protestantism. And thus Protestantism. Oh my gosh, why can't I say it all together?
And thus Protestantism.
Many religious groups were bathing.
Yeah, let's love Jesus and show off our bodies.
Europe was still using a knife and hands, so you can imagine in 1004 when Maria Agriropolina.
What?
Argyropolina. Argyropolina.
Do you want me to look that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
A Buddhist book from Dunhuang.
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 Dunhuang. Say it one more time.
Dunhuang.
Dunhuang. Around 868 is the oldest known printed book.
You gotta start that sentence over again.
A Buddhist book from Dunhuang.
Close enough.
We should probably cover this. Coffee is a fruit. It starts out as a little white berry, and when it's ripe, it turns red. It's kind of like a cherry. I think people call it coffee cherries.
Actually, it starts as a flower.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, it starts as a flower.
Actually, it starts as a bud.
Okay.
Actually,
I didn't contradict you.
it starts as a sapling and then turns into a bush.
Are you done?
Actually, it starts as a red berry that then falls and becomes a sapling that... But then it starts as a flower. And then it's a bud.
Are you done now?
It starts as a chicken, and then it lays an egg.
And that egg turns into coffee.
That was not Danielle mispronouncing a word there. That was me being annoying during the episode for coffee. And a fun fact that we omitted in that episode accidentally is the most expensive coffee in the world. It is called Kopi Luwak, and it is harvested from its natural habitat after a civet, which is a big cat, eats the coffee berries and then poops them out. And it is then turned into coffee. So that's gross. 1 pound costs between $150 and $600, or to help break it down, it's $20 to $100 for 1 cup of coffee made from Kopi Luwak. Next up, a classic hit that we all remember from the 90s called Danielle Being Shockingly Good at the Metric System.
Boston developed the first water system in America. Early settlers came together and formed a corporation to build the conduit for fighting fires. It was for domestic use as well, but the push was mainly for firefighting. Most of the systems was made with hollowed out logs.
That's not nearly as good as the Romans. It's not even as good as bamboo.
It's very similar, though. Much bigger. These were big logs, giant logs, not little bamboo.
Bamboo gets big. Have you seen a big bamboo? You know those ones at Audubon Zoo? They're like this big around.
I know you can't see what he just did, but he basically showed me a 10 centimeter diameter. And when I say logs, I mean like 30 centimeter diameter.
Since when do you know about centimeters? I want to see how accurate you were on that centimeter count. Because I've tried to explain things to you in centimeters before, and you told me to give you a measurement you understood. Holy crap, you were exactly right.
Do you know how I knew that?
No, how do you do that?
Because dilation for labor and delivery is measured in centimeters, and that was the perfect hole for a little baby head to come out of.
That's funny. For reference, the logs actually used were closer to a meter, or 100 centimeters, but
Outside of 10 centimeters, I don't understand centimeters.
There you have it. Next up are a couple clips that we felt were probably a little inappropriate to go into their episodes, followed by a fifth, unrelated clip of me getting very distracted during an episode.
I found that very entertaining, like Alice in Wonderland with the cake that says eat me and the bottle that says drink me. I have a huge kink about things that say what they are. I love it.
That's what turns you on?
Oh, definitely.
Good to know. I need to get a label maker to start printing out vibrator. For vaginal use only. I should get a tattoo that says for vaginal use only.
I would enjoy that.
But then I'll get one on my finger that says for rectal use only.
Nope. Nope, don't like that. Don't want that.
For internal use only.
I think that might get confused with, like, do you put your finger up your nose a lot? Do you mine for gold in that schnoz of yours?
Okay, I'll put it on my wiener, and it'll say, not for external or topical application.
You're going to take all of this out, aren't you?
Probably.
I can't wait till we get to heaven. I'm going to introduce you to Johnny Appleseed, and you're going to take all these nasty things back.
And we'll see if he made it.
Of course he did. He's a vegetarian. Everyone knows that all vegetarians go to heaven.
Okay. Hold on, I want to look up a list of famous vegetarians.
Oh, you know who was a vegetarian? Hitler. Hitler was a vegetarian.
Ooh, you played yourself. Thomas Edison was a vegetarian. Straight to hell. Toward the end of his life, Adolf Hitler followed a vegetarian diet.
See, he was trying to get in good.
Ellen DeGeneres is a vegetarian. She kisses girls, so straight to hell.
You're going to end up taking that out.
My two primaries were SpongeBob and The Fairly Odd Parents.
I would do terrible at this game. My mom didn't let me watch either one of those shows.
Drake and Josh.
My mom wasn't a big fan of Nick.
Danny Phantom was cool, but like it never came on.
Still wasn't allowed to watch that either. What was the other thing? What was the other thing that came on that I wasn't allowed to watch?
Jimmy Neutron was Nick also. So there was that.
What is that one with the weird creatures? The imaginary friends of some guy.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or something.
I wasn't allowed to watch that either.
I can't even remember if that was the name of it. That was a good show, though. I really liked that one.
Idiosyncratic.
What is that?
That's the word you're going to put in after I trailed off and didn't say anything about your... I said your family game nights were pretty idiosyncratic.
Okay. Well, I said one of the games that we played was called and you didn't say anything about it.
What's again?
I swear all the people and
I know.
Okay.
I know. I remember. But it's one of those things that you bring up like once every 6 months and then I forget what it is and then you remind me and I'm like, darn it, now I have to forget it again.
I'm going to put that in the blooper, but I'm going to bleep everything we said about including the word Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know. That's going to be a long outtake.
All right. I don't remember if I was very good at seeing it.
Man, the day that I get a death threat in the mail with like cutouts of
magazine
letters I'm going to frame that baby.
Do you want me to send you one?
No.
Oh, it'll say, I love you.
I think I might suss out who sent that.
It could be your creepy secret admirer watching you from the bushes. And what's that? The paper's sticky. Oh no. Covered in tuggins.
Stop it. It won't be sticky by the time it makes it to me. It'll be crispy.
No, he'll be hiding in the bushes and he'll slip it in the mailbox fresh.
Oh, gosh.
While he's making more tuggins.
Stop
in
it.
The bushes. And it will also still be me.
Oh, it'll be like it'll also still be you. No. It'll be the replacement for the wax seals.
We just start sealing our envelopes with tuggins.
Yeah. Instead of licking those envelopes, you
lick them after you get them, not before you send them.
That's disgusting.
All that's going out. We'll have to release the explicit cut of the podcast episode. This is really bothering me.
I don't know if you're going to use this, but if you do, He stopped in the middle of a podcast to dust.
I missed a spot when I was dusting. There's one little 1x4-inch patch of dust.
I'm over here trying to give you quality content, and he just up and leaves to dust.
It was bothering me every time I looked over there. I saw that dusty gray veneer over the black surface. It would drive me nuts.
Just look at my eyes. Look into my eyes. Are they dusty?
Probably. You want me to grab the Swiffer?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Brought to you by Swiffer. Now, lastly, for the Thingamajigs cutting room floor, a clip of me and my brother being annoying together. And if that's not the true meaning of family, well, I just don't know what is. And then we'll take a trip back into the Thingamajigs vault and go down memory lane, take a look at some of our best moments.
I'm told looking for Alaska's great.
Alaska's great?
Looking for Alaska.
Oh, I can show you on a map.
No. It's a book.
It's right there off the southwest coast of America.
Right in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, right next to Hawaii. Yeah.
This is fun. This is a real treat for me. Let's talk about that. I'm going to set a scene. Picture it. It's 1979, and you and your friends, we have friends in this scenario because the internet hasn't been invented. Y'all are looking for something to do, and picking up some far-out ladies would be pretty groovy too. So you head on down to your local roller rink, because that is where the way out there ladies are. This place is like a Net Geo documentary for various birds performing mating dances to attract the attention of literally any female with half a tail feather. You pull out your backwards skating skills, maybe a little crouch down, slide your fingers across the floor move, and Barbara from down the street has her eyes glued to you. And Buddy, she has sinning on her mind. The music is rad. In my fantasy, ABBA is playing Gimme Gimme Gimme. Man, if I could have been born in a time where I could roller dance to ABBA. No social media, no waking up the next day to an embarrassing video of you on Snapchat. Just you, the rink, and Barb. We're going to talk about Percy Spencer.
Is that your boyfriend or something?
He's my early 1900s crush.
Heartthrob, is he?
I actually don't know what he looks like. I don't know if he's cute. Is he cute?
Alright, we have to take a Google break to find out how cute Percy Spencer is. We'll be right back. Did you know that all leading brands of orange juice are mostly water? Oranges are 86% water. Why pay for water when all you want is orange? Introducing Maxima Orange, the first orange juice that is 100% orange. We take organic oranges with loads of GMO, dehydrate the out of them until it's a solid block of orange, and then stuff it in a bottle, peel and all. Maxima Orange. Don't settle for 14%. And we're back. Tell us what you found out. Did I tell you that Harley and me are cool again because I threw snow at him?
I think it's a girl. Okay.
I just switch it every day because I originally thought it was a girl and you thought it was a boy, and then we just kept switching back and forth.
Yeah, so. But then I saw it pee. It pees like a girl.
You pee like a girl.
That's because I am a girl.
How could you keep this from me?
If you haven't noticed yet, then we probably don't have a very good marriage.
All these years of celibacy.
There's an episode of Lark Rise to Candleford where this couple...
What? Lark
Rise to Candleford?
What is that?
We've talked about this before. Most businesses shut down at 5 o'clock anyway, and the sun doesn't go down even on standard time in the summer until, 7:38?
It's weirdly specific.
Isn't it about... I mean, the day is longer, so... Usually, in the summer, during daylight saving time, the sun will go down at 9. Or at least it does up here. So if we didn't change that, it would only be an hour difference. Businesses usually shut down around 5, so people are still having time.
You threw me off with 7:38. Why'd you say 7:38? That's such a weird time.
Because that's about the time that the sun is going to go down.
Why didn't you just say 7:30?
Because it's not the exact same time all year.
All right,
all
so
the
it's
time.
not 7:38. It's around 7:30. Wrong with you?
That's what I said, though.
No, you said 7:38.
Oh, you thought I meant 7:38.
You said 7:38.
Okay. In my brain, I said 7:30/8 p.m.
You didn't say that. You said 7:38.
No, you're not going to use any of this. I was so confused.
And I'm gonna replay it. All right, play it back. Play her saying 7:38.
Until what? 7:38.
Now, did that sound like 7:38 or 7:38?
It's gonna take 6 to 9 months. 69 months.
Go on. What is this episode about again?
Do you have any PSAs?
Yes, I do have a PSA. If you walk up to me and pinch me because I'm not wearing green, I am legally entitled to punch you in the face.
Okay, no.
I will simultaneously punch you in the face and kick you in your genitals.
You can't add this.
That's going. Why can't I add?
Because you're promoting assault.
I am legally entitled. Everyone else is not. Do not assault people. But also pinching somebody is basically assault. You know what? Do assault people.
Are you now saying you want to be pinched?
No, I want someone to pinch someone else so that they can punch them and kick them in the genitals simultaneously while I watch. That's all I ask. I'm a simple man.
Why don't you go ahead and close this out, Ben?
Okay. Apparently they have a new flavor, or at least one that I haven't seen. It's a berry vodka. It's called Border Berry, or... the peach one is called Peach. Like Peach.
Okay. I can't tell if these people are pro-Trump or against Trump.
I couldn't tell either, and I think they walk a fine line, and I appreciate that.
I do enjoy purple politics.
Is that a real term?
I don't know. I can't be the first person to think of that. I'm very, very middle of the road. I want a little blue and I want a little red. Our animal shall be...
What's between an elephant and a donkey?
I think a giraffe is between an elephant and a donkey because, like, giraffes are really big.
Yeah, they're pretty equestrian, but they're giant.
Right.
And they got a long piece to them, kind of like a trunk.
Yeah, okay. So my political stance is purple giraffe.
Purple giraffes rise up.
Please put this in there.
This would be a really long tangent. Sure. Don't forget to grab a goose and a crazy straw and spring forward. And have it for Thanksgiving because it's probably a lot better than a turkey. And have a hearty breakfast of vodka cranberry. And buy some focals. And reuse your bottles and sun your goats. Yeah, but on a bad day, you can always just grab a goose. Remember, folks, grab a goose. Don't be that person.
Oh, Lord, is that going to be our tagline? Grab a goose?
Grab a goose.
Can't believe that's what we came up with.
Nope, that's it. It won't be anything else. Thanks for listening to our show, everyone. I'm Ben.
And I'm Danielle.
Don't forget to grab a goose.
Grab a goose. Grab a goose by the neck.